Hey guys, your webcomics here. Um, Trying some things here. Still working on my setup. Still working on the setup. Yeah, camera's over there that way. Still working on my setup. Uh, Basically, and for those that didn't know, we have setup changed a bit. Mom needed a better computer to work on to do her job with. Mom needed a better computer to do a job with, so I let her use mine, or yeah, eventually, and now she has gotten. So I got her the one she was using before. Also, though, well, now of course, now thankfully she was able to get herself one that was more suitable to her needs. A new, much more advanced laptop. Uh, so now I have my old computer back. Plus, I have the one that she was using before, which I'm filming right now. Filming with that one right now, and these are the main reasons why I decided to go live with this because I have no idea how long it's going to take. Bandicam only goes through the free version. Bandicam, oh my gosh, this thing. I'll just take care of that. There we go. We'll fix that later. We'll fix that stuff later. Just come on. 1 second. Ah, just pull that off. There you go. We'll fix that later. Bandicam, the free version of Bandicam, because it was irritating me. I already have enough irritation dealing with this stuff, dealing with my shaving issues. But I'm getting rid of those. It's gonna be great when they're all fixed. It's all fixed up. Anyway, uh, so yeah, basically I don't know how long it's gonna take. So I wanted to do something. If Handycam only goes for 10 minutes, and other things go for a long time. If we go any file that goes for a long time, will basically take a lot of space on my computer. Or yeah, so these computers and there's space on here, but I really don't want it to be like super big. I have no longer I have no idea how long it's gonna take. So yeah, I have gotten paid $5 to make a basically a container. I'll show you this one here. My belt here. All right, this is G-rated. I'm just take my belt off because it's a belt thing. This guy right here. All right, this guy right here is a thing I made. All right, it has a top on there. I put these flaps on the sides of this a little while ago because I was thinking I was going to be able to work at my new job as a dishwasher with this. But apparently, he doesn't. No, they don't want me to, have cell phones on. They don't have cell phones on anybody's person while doing that. So yeah, that's how it goes. But yeah, basically, have this. This is covered in electrical tape here. It's definitely an older one of my things. I have some hanger wire. I use the hanger wire basically twisted that out. This used to be just a belt hook, but I eventually made it into a belt loop. All right, so yeah, that makes things a lot better and a lot more secure. And also because of that, I'm also going to give him a belt to put it on because he didn't seem to have a belt, so I wanted to give him a belt to put it on so then he can just have a belt and just be like, oh, just slide on there. Anyway, and also here's the deal: it's made of plastic, electrical tape, duct tape, things like that. And inside it has my devices. Like 4 cell phones can fit in here. I have 3 right now. Shoot, I forgot to grab my fourth one that I'm using, my daily driver one. But whatever the case is, I have 4 cell phones in here. Okay, these are all for music. I have one cell phone as my actual cell phone, one cell phone. These 3 will be as my music. As music, you can plug in some micro SD cards in there, and download stuff off online and stuff. It's really cool. I really like it. But I'm trying to make one. Now, a young guy from a tire place close to where I live has asked me to, close where I live has asked me to make him one, and I said, I asked how much I would like to charge. I say, oh, well, I've seen, I'm like, yeah, I don't want to charge too much because I don't want to just be unreasonable. So I was like, you know what? This is more about the artistry than cash. So I'll take $5. I said $5 and fine. I'll do $5. You know, People pay for $5 pizzas around here, so $5 is not that bad of a deal. So I told him I'll give it to him tomorrow. So he paid me. Yeah, he did $5. So yeah, here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make him one of these, and I'm going to make it. I'll use a technique that I use more. Yeah, that I basically learned to use more of later. That I basically learned how to use uh from making other things since I made this one. So okay, I'll put this one here. Since I made this one, now here's how it goes. I have this stuff here. This stuff is actually This it's a kind of a clear floor mat type of thing. People put these down in like industrial freezers and refrigerators and things. Probably yeah, industrial freezers, refrigerators, stuff like that. And they basically put these down here in restaurants and whatnot to help keep make it so it's hard. It's the floor stays drier and stuff like that. And I basically use some to make some other projects, other containers, and I'm going to use this stuff right here to make this guy's version of this. I might make. I'm definitely going to make one of my own. My brother, I found some old phone. One of my videos a while ago. Got to take all this tape off because I'm going to make it differently than what I was planning on making. With this, that's okay. I was saving it for a special occasion. This is a very special occasion, so yeah, this is going to work. This is going to be good. But here's the deal. My brother, I found some old kind of. What are you doing? Just tape, girl. What is with you cats and tape? No, it's sticky, nasty stuff. You don't want that. You don't want that. Anyway, so it basically, I was going to. Oh, it's 2 layers. Oh, well, some of it. Yeah. Basically, I was trying to make my later versions of this here, my later version of this here, because the one I can see myself, see the feed on there, but the other camera's over there. The latest version of this I've been making it's not that you've used this kind of stuff because it's pretty tough. It's also it's plastic, so it's waterproof. And I was trying to do something different. I was trying to make it more crystalline and whatnot, and just So I was putting packing tape on there, and it's really cool. I like the style. I used to call this style, the stuff I did, ghetto tech style, but my mom and my brother didn't like it. And I can kind of understand why, mostly because the word ghetto usually means poor and stuff. Means poor, means not very good. So yeah, I switched to calling it shoestring style. So yeah, people seem to like that better. So that's good. Shoestring style stuff. I'm working on that. Look great. Well, yeah. Sorry about that, guy. Yeah. The issue is, of course, Connie is this is not her first. My brother named her Connie, of course, after the cute girl from Steven Universe. And yeah, basically, it's not her first time ever decided to try and quote unquote help me with a project. Just wait till I do my headphone ones with all those wires. She and Topanga, my other cat, they both enjoy getting grabbing on those wires and whatnot and just going to town on them. And it's like that's well. Oh crap! I have a wire. Right here. Lost you. So it's definitely some stuff. We're have to do it. And also dealing with getting some teeth that are basically having issues and will probably be extracted soon. And that's not my favorite. The cool thing is I've been through that before. And while it doesn't feel good, the recovery, while it doesn't feel good, it doesn't feel as bad as when you drink something or eat something and then you get that shooting pain in your jaw, and you're like, and basically like say this. I said and I go like, oh, I want some water, open up the water, drink. It's like, it's like that. And start squeezing the bottle. Yeah, that hurts that bad. And I was like, that's not fun. That's not fun. So yeah, get that extracted. Get those teeth taken out. It doesn't feel good, and it won't feel good once the Novocaine and stuff wears off. But it's gonna heal up. And it'll take a while, a few weeks, but it'll heal, and then it won't feel so bad anymore. So my God, compared to this, which this is like an open wound, a gaping wound. It's going to be kept open. And it's not fun. Also, I'm not going to be. I used to basically choose these spearmints and these peppermints and to put one in my mouth. Put one in my mouth whenever I go to every morning, every now and then. When I go to work or go out to do something, I'll be like, yeah, put one in my mouth. That'll help freshen my breath. It probably did, but unfortunately, of course, I put it right next to that tooth. And I was a big old hole in it. So I was like, no, I'm done with those. Unfortunately, you have to deal with my breath. Fine, but so it goes. I get some mouthwash. I'll get some other stuff. I'll figure this out. Well, no. I heard that that stuff can be, using too much and having too much of those, candies, mints and candies can cause that. But I see. I'm like seeing it firsthand. I'm like, oh man, it's good. I'll save it for later. There, I do have a bit more of this stuff, and I will probably use that sometime for some other projects. But not right now. But now it is time for all this here. Now I have my stuff. We have this thing in front of the stuff here, which is not cool. Hmm. Can I just move this forward? There we go. I gotta move it forward so you can see more of my stuff here. All right. So basically, yeah, got the stuff there. This here. Yeah, still working on the whole setup, manufacturing, figuring out how to do it properly. Yeah, let's go this way. Scoot it back toward me. There we go. Now we have this. Yeah, these things are pretty awesome. You can cut them, and that is the reason why I'm trying to use these. I used to use cardboard, and I might still try some as an experiment. Because there's some nice thin stuff that's covered in wax or something I have over there, and I might check that out for myself. But yeah, because I found a phone. There was a phone, some phones, and a tablet that I found in my brother's old stuff in our the storage room. You know, we were looking around to see what kind of stuff we had in our storage room, and there was a bunch of cool stuff. There was a bunch of wires and things that I could give to the metal guys and got a few bucks for. They really liked that, and I really liked getting a few bucks. But I also found stuff that my brother, never really used anymore. He's like he moved on to better stuff. And I'm like, well, hey, is there any way I could use that phone? Because I was like, hey, I can get more phones is good because of course I get more music and I can do some more cool stuff with them. And of course that will require a bigger thing. This thing right here, this guy right here may not be big enough for that phone. It's a bit bigger. I don't know if as you call it a phablet. It might be considered one. I don't know, but it's a good sized guy. I like it. I like the idea. But he's obviously I'll tell him I can totally help you. I can help you with that. You have a terabyte sized. Get that out of here. A terabyte sized um thing. You have a terabyte sized guy hanging out. That thing. Wait a minute. I don't know. We'll find out what's going on here. If the sound's working. Let's see here. Find out right now if the sound's working. First, go to the mixer. No, I'm doing no mute. Okay, things have changed a lot, unfortunately. Volume mixer, please. Before we get any further, I gotta see what's going on here. Click and recording. Hello. Okay, I see scratch here. Oh, yes. A good scratch, especially while getting over whatever this irritation on my face from shaving wrong is. Okay, so it's working. It seems to be working just fine. All right, good. It's always good. Yeah, the issue is I've been trying all kinds of stuff. The shaving issue has been an issue. All right, got my hair cut yesterday and talked to the barber about it, and he was saying, yeah, get some cocoa butter and some alcohol because I'm like alcohol makes sense. Cocoa butter makes sense because it goes in moisturize. Alcohol makes sense because that's what they use after they cut your hair, especially with the straight edge. See all that stuff right there? It's the straight edge and a little tiny, very sharp. Electric shaver to get it all lined up and looking good. They do all that stuff. They put the alcohol in there and it burns. It stings. It's not fun, but it's a disinfectant. It helps disinfect the area. That's good, so it doesn't get all infected and itchy and annoying like this stuff does. So that's good. That's really good. So I was like, yeah, let's do that. So yeah, I basically tried those, and it was still irritated. Yeah, it just got more irritated. Got some hypercortisone cream. Tried that. It was irritated. So I'm like, you know what? I would just wash off the takes the cloth, put some warm water in there, wash everything off, and just leave it alone. Maybe continue looking for something that's more of a rash or ointment or something designed for after shaving or whatever, but still, whatever the case is, just. Find something, and I do feel better. I do feel better than it. So let's get on with the thing. All right, now I have my keyboard over here. I have my device here now to basically make it so it is black because he wants it to look like this one. So I'm gonna make it black like this. A little bit bigger because that guy's phone is a bit bigger. It was like I don't know about a phablet, but definitely a good size, like say Apple, 6, iPhone 6, L or whatever you will do, the larger version of the iPhone, so it kind of look like that, or bigger Samsung or something. So I'm like, yeah, we're gonna fix that. So I'm gonna fix that there. Get that going. Oh, all right. Be a guardian again. So I gotta figure that out. Let's see here. It's wider, yes. I gotta figure out how to make it the right length here. Yeah, you can see that stuff, so that's good. I like that the light is good here now, so that's good. Very helpful in this case. We'll deal with that later once we get done. Okay. Oh yeah, I gotta take all the stuff here. So we'll start taping here. Yeah, to keep on going. Yeah. Well, the job is going well, and speaking of which, yes, my bosses now have told me they've seen some of my YouTube videos. So, hi bosses. Hi bosses. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, so I'm hanging out, working on my stuff. Now I already heard that people that you gotta be careful what you say and do your on your social media, because of course at social media in social media you're you when you basically your bosses and stuff, your bosses can see your stuff, so you gotta be careful with that. It's very easy for your bosses to find your stuff, so you gotta be careful with that. So I'm going to be careful, including I'm still doing things I love, okay, of course. I was going to make sure I'm careful not to offend anyone, not to insult anyone. It's important to do. So yeah, I'll keep it going, do my best. Let's continue on here. So yeah, we're taping things out real good. This is going to be interesting. I don't know if I've ever used electrical tape on this, but we're going to try. We're going to try and see how it works. So yeah. Waterproofness. Taste, goes on waterproofness. So yeah, this is interesting. These are going well. And also now that, now that basically it's going to be a weird thing. Well, kind of weird dealing with this stuff now, because here's how it goes. I have my computer back. Yeah, you see right here, that guy right there. That's the AMD computer right there. Next to it is my old Pentium 3. I got my Kung Fu Master heard about my computer issues when I got this laptop, poor old laptop that stopped that from this place near where I live, that I don't think is doing that, in that business anymore, which is good. Poor guys were definitely not the best at it, but and it was, who knows where that stuff came from. That's the problem. But here's the deal. But here's the big deal. After hearing about that, he decided to let me have one of his old computers, and I was like, okay, took it, and it worked pretty well. It worked pretty well for for basically the few things I wanted to do with it. It was GIMP, Fire Factory, creating moving characters. You can do that with just about not just any computer, but you can definitely do it with some good stuff. With some stuff, it definitely goes slow. That's the issue with it. It's a Pentium 3 with I think 500 megabytes of RAM. I think. And whatever you do have it do, it goes slow, very slow. It's not my favorite for that. But when I had no other computer, I was like, yes, thank you, a computer. All right, yes, I can do Mugen stuff. And I did, and it was awesome. And well, of course, I have this guy, so I'll be like, yeah. Basically, we'll be retiring that guy and basically using something else. That's how that goes. So that goes. I'm trying to figure this out. Yeah. And I will miss it because there were certain things about the old GIMP that are different than the new GIMP. The old GIMP, you just saved everything. The new GIMP, you have to export everything, It's a bit different than the old GIMP. It's a bit different, but that's how it goes, though. Okay, yeah, I've never really done it this way before. Oh, my goodness. Oh, okay, okay. I like that idea. So I'll do it like this. This style here, doing it longwise like this will help protect the ends then I'll do it crosswise. 'Cause I'm looking at my old thing. I'm like, hey, it's not how it looks. Okay. I went crosswise. So I'm like, oh yeah, okay, I can do that. But yeah, going from so definitely it's going to be interesting going from a Pentium 3 computer with my Kung Fu master. He's gotten way better computers now. So he's like, yeah, I actually sold him one while I worked at Goodwill Computers again. That was interesting. I unfortunately did not realize the kind I sold him was an e-machine. Now, e-machines are better than nothing, but unfortunately not the best at all. And at least the one I got, at least the ones we got, were not the best at all. And basically, I did not realize that. I saw that it was faster, that its processing speed was faster than the other one. So I told him, sir, you should try this one, you know, and I could be with the good computers again. We sell older computers. Some people, of course, do not like that at all. But I'm like, yeah, that's how it goes. Computers are refurbished. They come from offices and schools, and donated from different people's homes after who knows how long. You know, you can't really you can't, and it's like, yeah, you cannot call ahead and say I want to save this that kind of computer. You can't do it. You have to basically be like, yeah, go through the process of a list. You have to sign up for to be eligible, and then when one comes available, when your time comes, then they'll say, yeah, it's available. There's computers available. They'll call you and say, yeah, we have two computers ready for you to come, and you have to pick from one of those two. And while that's not my favorite way of doing things, I can understand why they did it, because basically it's like, yeah, people, no one, if you do it the way where it's like you can pick and choose what you want from the whole entire selection, then that could cause problems, because you're like, okay, all the good ones are gone, all the not as good ones are there. But yeah, it definitely there would every now and then we get some modern stuff, pretty good modern stuff, you know. A lot of times you had some older stuff that was still good, Poor old Optiplex did a pretty good job, till it stopped working. But still, my poor old Optiplex that I bought from there did a pretty good job until it stopped working, But yeah, unfortunately, yeah, we have no idea how old they are. We have no idea how old they are. We have no idea, Well, we can hazard guesses to what they've been through. And that's good, but we can hazard guesses. Eventually, we figure it out. We can figure it out sometimes, you know. But yeah, sometimes there's other ones where it's like it looks good. We go through inspect them, we go through them, and we're like go through the inspection process, and everything that passes. Then it's like, all right, yeah, reinstall Windows 7, and there you go. Now they're trying to adapt. I think they're trying to adapt to Windows 10 now, and I'm like, okay, that's gonna be interesting. But they're doing it, and it's like, yeah, you put them in there, you do that stuff, and you put them in there. And so, yeah, he got there was an E machine. I don't know what I don't remember the other one, but it wasn't the clock speed wasn't that the well, not clock speed, but processing speed wasn't as fast. So I steered him toward the E machine, and things seemed to be going mostly okay. But then later he's like, okay, he's like, oh yeah. Later he said, offhanded, while hanging out, he's like, oh yeah, well. He's like, yeah, I think, or maybe talking to someone else. I don't know exactly. No. He's like, no. He needed some help with his computer because he was trying to do some stuff like get some photos off his cell phone or something. And I was like, oh wait, sir, yeah, he's like, all right, I finally got a better computer, a really, decent. I got himself a really good computer now. And I was like, really good computer now. I'm like seeing that, and I was like, it is looking really good, kind of gamer aesthetic on it, gamer style. I'm like, okay, yeah, definitely. So yeah, and he was doing some photoshopping and some other things, and he had to figure out what was going on. So I was like, I helped him with that, and that was cool. So he's got better stuff. So I'm liking that. And so I got better stuff too. So I'm very happy. So I'm very happy with that. And it's going to be, I'm definitely going to miss it, but I understand. I do understand. Know that going from a 500 megabyte, probably maybe less, gigs, 500 megabytes of RAM, Pentium 3 to a who's that? Oh, go ahead. Megabytes of RAM, Pentium 3 to a 8 gig 4 core CPU or APU actually. Ugh. APU device will definitely boost performance. So yeah, so totally going. And I can get my Secret Minister back because I was making a video. It's gonna be this video. All right, there was going to be a video of me talking about how things are basically shoot. Yeah, for that. Me talking. I'm making good long strips here. Yeah, it makes me really good. All right. Me have a video with a video talking about how I've basically had the old computer issues. Old computer issues got fixed by new computer issues because it's like the Optiflex, poor old Optiflex GX520. That thing went out, and when that thing went out, um, we were I think more than halfway through the game. Through Secret of Mana, I believe we were like, ooh, we were. Let's see what was going on. What was going on? I'm trying to think. Um, I'm trying to think. Like where you in like the Emperor town? Maybe not half. Maybe near halfway through, like the Emperor's town, the town of the Empire. Done with that. Yeah, and so I was like, oh my gosh, I was like, oh my gosh, man. Seeing that gone, I'm like, oh, that's just terrible. But after mom needed my computer, because the second one, the first one I tried wasn't good enough, I was like, hmm, you know, wonder what happened. I found out what happened. That first one, the one that I gave her to try. Oh boy, I'll be back. See you guys next time. Yeah, see.